Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to fan modeling course part 8. So in last episode, we modeled this propeller guard, then this emblem, propellers, and then this whole mechanism in here. Okay, so now if you don't want to use this in game engine, you can go ahead and skip this part and you could just continue watching from UV unwrapping part. It will differ a little bit if you don't optimize it the way I do, but the process will be very similar. And then we will just continue, do the UV unwrapping and then do the texturing and creating materials. It is possible to skip even UV unwrapping part if you use different ways of texturing this, but we are not going to get into that. We are making a game asset, so we're going to continue with the next step, which is optimization. So we're done with the model, that's it. We're going to optimize. And so for optimization, we are going to reduce the amount of triangles. You can see right now we have 60,000, almost 61,000 triangles. That's not usable. We need to reduce it by a lot, so that's what we're going to do. And we are going to bake all the details, such as this part in the back, this hole in here, and then these holes in here. All that stuff is going to be created, and basically we're going to fake it with a map. It's not going to be geometry. So in order to do that, we need two types of fan. One which will be fully optimized, and then we are going to just basically, so if we take this part, we are going to just cap this hole and just close all these things in the back, and then imagine we have one which is fully optimized without these holes, and one like this. So we are going to basically transfer all the details from this one to the other mesh, and we are going to just fake everything with a map. That's the optimization part with baking. And then another thing, we are going to reduce amount of edges everywhere in here. That's another thing. Also, we're going to reduce the amount of bevels right here, segments, to 1 for all the meshes. So let's go. Like I said, we need a copy of everything. Make sure that before you do that, you select everything, you press A, and then you press Ctrl A and apply the scale like this. See? Scale. And then and then make sure that you just scale all the parts properly. Scale it so that it's correct size. Right now it's 1 meter, so we need to change it to this, and now you see we get some weird stuff going on in here, and it's because we are trying to scale only this, but there are some live cutters right now. That's why it's behaving weirdly. So make sure that you unhide all the cutters like this, and that you select everything, all the cutters as well. I mean, this one we don't need in here, to be honest, and this one, it's not doing anything, so we can just delete those. But now select everything with cutters, and now you see we scale everything and it scales properly. So just go ahead and scale everything into so that it's similar scale to real world. You can see the scale in here. That's location, rotation. So if you just click on item, we can just hide this, and now right here, that's the dimension. You see dimensions, that's its size. If you want, right now it's meters, you can make it not meters, maybe into centimeters. That's easier to understand. So you just click on this, units, and then you select from here, from meters into centimeters. Right here. And now, so 47 centimeters in X. Okay, and then the Z is 34. Okay, so this model, it would be smaller. It's not a half meter in this dimension for sure. So it has to be way smaller. So yeah, so let's just unhide everything and just scale everything down even more. You see it says dimensions right here. And okay, so something like this is acceptable. 30 centimeters in X, and then 17 in Y, and 22 in height, basically. We can just hide those cutters right now, or you can keep them like this, just click on this to hide them from view. Okay, so now the scale is pretty much correct. Yeah, so this part is like 30 centimeters, this one is 19. Okay, this one Z is half a meter, so wait a second. This part is, its height is, it's half a meter. That's wrong. It should be still smaller, so let's just make it smaller. Okay, now 40 centimeters, that's about right. Okay. You can fiddle a little bit more with the scale, make it a little bit more correct. But again, it's a prop. We don't really need to waste that much time on details like that. Okay, so select everything, press A, Shift D to duplicate, right click so that it snaps in the same place. It's very important, it has to be in the same spot. So we're just now making duplicates for low poly. Then make sure that everything is still selected, press M, and then new collection, and just call it fan underscore low, and press OK. So right here now you can see you get this fan low, and you have all the duplicated meshes in here. So by clicking this, you can actually completely hide them from this view. You see, now there is just one part of everything. If we unhide this, we get two duplicates of everything, you see. Okay, so for now, just hide this, and for this collection, we can just call it low. We can just call it fan underscore high. Okay. Just like that. Now, okay, so that's basically fine. The naming matters in here. The underscore high should be named like this, underscore high, and for the low part, underscore low. So naming matters here. Fan, you can call this part however you want, but it has to have this suffix, underscore high. And then for this one, underscore low. That's for baking software to recognize which one is the low, which one is the high quality. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, we got something in here, going on weird. I think it's just going to be overshooting bevels. Let's try reducing them. Yep, it was. And now we tweaked one part, so just be careful and just go ahead and copy it into the low poly. Just delete it from low poly, and then just select this part and Shift D, and again M, and just move it to fan low. You see now it's in here as well. Okay, so now everything matches. You can just go hide the fan high, and we're going to optimize the fan low right here. Okay, so now so we're going to optimize some stuff. So for example, let's take this part, isolate it, and then right here, so this whole, as long as it doesn't change silhouette, you can usually bake it in. So something like this, it's not really changing silhouette too much. But if we wanted to bake in something like this cut in here, this changes the whole silhouette. So don't bake stuff like that. Bake something like hole like this inside of the mesh, that's perfectly fine. Okay. So yeah, let's take this part and let's do it. So yeah. So right now we're just going to fix and just cap these holes. Imagine that they don't exist even. Just simply close them and that's it. Because like I said, we're going to bake them from this mesh, from this one. Wait, did we? Okay, yeah, that's transferred. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah, so you can just select this part, Control+, and then just delete these faces right here. and then just simply close it off. You can just select, click, alt click and F to make a face, and then kind of just K with knife tool go in and just continue these lines in here. Just basically do whatever is necessary to just fully ignore this whole, just cap it fully. Here for this one, okay, and now just simply dissolve that. Boom, put these in place, kind of like this, and boom. Okay, now you see what the hell is this. Okay, so for this, you go into this green triangle and go its normals. If you see normals grayed out in here, it means that they are basically saved. So if you go into geometry data, you can click this clear custom split normal data. So it basically saved all the normal data from before. So right now it's going to again calculate it for us real time because the geometry changed. So just clear custom split normal data, boom. That's not existing anymore. I can see here still some small dent actually. Let me try and kinda fix it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, kinda just fix it. Okay, that's fine. It's not too visible. Okay, for this part now, you can try and optimize by selecting these insides like this. You select all of those, then click Ctrl plus X and faces, and then you can go ahead and try and just, okay, come on, just select the whole loop in here. Okay, selected something there. I didn't want to select that, so select this thing and this one and these things. Press F to fill in, and then K for knife tool, and then just cut in here, and then cut all these parts in here. Okay, but this is not too accurate and it's really time consuming, so let's just go back. There, you can sometimes even just go ahead and replace this part. So imagine we had this sphere right here. So go ahead and just create a new sphere, quad sphere. We used 4 subdivisions. Scale it down. Okay, wait, I want it to be in the center. Okay, so now it's off center, never mind. Okay, so just kinda, actually, yeah, let's just select this inside and just Shift S and the cursor to vert, and then this select, Shift S, and then selection to cursor. So now it's exactly in the center. Now scale it so that it's exactly, so that it lines up exactly with this mesh, like this. S, boom, okay. Yeah. And now just move it in here somewhere. You can enable wireframe to match it, so you can do it by just pressing this button, that's fine. And just kinda, so right now I'm just looking at this center and this center point right here, but I think that it should be this one actually. So align basically this one with that one. Yeah, be careful, don't align this center line, this one, with this one, like I did before. Align it with this one, basically. And then S and Y, scale it in Y, and make sure to kinda match everything as best as possible on the right side. You see? Right here, SY, I mean SX in my case, and you see it doesn't match, and now it just suddenly matches, kinda, see? Boom. Okay, so right now just go ahead and delete the other half. We don't need that. Like this, select this half and just delete. And now just go here and let's see. Okay, so it will be a little bit more difficult because we got Wait, why can't I select that? There we go. Because this part here isn't really, it's really joined already. Okay, so what we can do still is just select this loop and just control plus 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 plus, and now you see here this ends. So just replace the geometry from here. So just faces, delete faces, you see, from here. And now we're just going to basically patch this thing with new fully filled patches in here. So to do that, first go into, let's actually just isolate both of those. Just select them and isolate, so that's easier. Hide this for now, go into this one, and then just select these vertices in here. Okay, it might look a little bit tricky, but all we are doing is just replacing this back geometry with fully new geometry without all the holes. And it just so happens that it's sphere in this case, so we are using sphere as well. And so we need to delete this one section and just kind of replace it. So, okay, let's just select this part and let's just fully select it in here. We were replacing it with this, I think. Yes, we were replacing it from there. So I'm just going to press C and just select all the stuff like this. Just be careful and select like this all the way around. Don't worry about the middle part right here. We're going to delete it later. Just worry about these corners. Okay. And now, so we select this edge loop and just X and faces. And now just L to hide this. And for this, just simply select them and X vertices. Boom. Alt H to unhide. And there we go. We got this. Now Alt H to unhide this part. And okay, it turns out that we need to reduce it by a little bit more. We got too far, so select this X and then just vertices. Boom, you see? Now there is basically a cap. All that's left is to join everything. So select this mesh, this, and then Control J. Now it's the same mesh. And now try if they line up very close to each other. Then you might get away by just simply pressing A, selecting everything, M, and then by distance, merging by distance. You can also do that by pressing 3. It's cleanup. Machine cleanup. Okay, so nope, it doesn't seem like it joined everything. Maybe here at the bottom. Actually, no. Okay, they don't line up perfectly. You can try and align everything a little bit more. Maybe we need some rotation and then some scale. No, not really. Doesn't look like it. You don't really need rotation. Okay, then we can just manually join all of those. To do that, select this edge and then select this edge. Then press right click, loop tools, and bridge, like that. Okay, we have some stuff going on, so let's just play with twist. Maybe it will fix. Okay, I can't really see what I'm doing, so for now what I'm going to just quickly do is just select this, G, Y, move it further. And then select these two and see how it behaves. And then right click, loop tools, and bridge. Okay, so it's bridging them this way. Okay, and now if we selected everything just like this, and then GY. Okay, it almost works. Okay, you know what, never mind. Let's just do it kind of manually, this part. Basically select this edge and this, and just press 1 to merge this first selected to the last one. and just merge all of them like this. There is no really faster way of doing it. Yeah, just like that. And then another thing is that we can't really use mirror right here because we have, or wait, or we can. We don't have the hole. Okay, yeah, that's good. I thought that we had here the hole, but we fixed it, so we don't have it anymore. So just do 1/2 of it and then just duplicate it to the other side. Just mirror it. Okay. Yeah. Just do it. Okay, and this is the center part. Okay, that's half done. And the top one is done. So just Control Alt X and just symmetrize. Didn't work for some reason. Now it worked. Okay, boom. There we go. So that's okay. Wait a second. The top part is not done. You need to merge those things at the top. Okay, now Mesh Machine just kind of bugged out and you can see some symmetrize. You can see it saying symmetrize. That sometimes happens. Okay. Oh, come on. Mesh Machine. Oh, nice. It just it just crashed. Okay, that happens. Okay, let me just load the Blender back again. Yeah, Mesh Machine seems to just crash it. And file, recover, autosave, boom, this one. And let's just redo this part right here. The top. Okay, now just duplicate it. Okay, done. That's it. So now just, yeah, I mean, if you want, you can try unhiding this back part and just seeing if everything matches almost. Everything should be basically almost on top. And in this case, that's fine. It's almost on top. So like this. Okay. So now we're working on fan low. Okay, so there. So that's how this part looks. I see everything is just optimized and no holes left. So right now you need to go ahead and do some fixes as well. So here just F to make this interface, and now you don't need all these edge loops in here. You can just go ahead and select them, all of them, and just so there is a shortcut of selecting it, just select few of them, start selecting, and then hold Control Shift and keep on pressing plus like this. Just hold it, and we can optimize it somewhere until here. And now just click select and then select loops, edge loops, and then Control X. Boom. And do the same thing at the bottom right here. Just select few of them. And the best thing is that sometimes you will need to select every other one. So that's what you do. Select this, and then just hold Control Shift and keep on pressing plus. You see, it selects every other. It remembers. And then you just do the same thing. But in our case, we need to select all of those. So just like that. Like this. And then... wait, it's not selecting further, but never mind. Just select edge loops, Control X to dissolve them. And here we have some stuff going on. Okay, wait a second. Let's go back quickly. Okay, I'll deselect this one. Select edge loops, dissolve those. Okay, we got some stuff in here going on. So just, okay, select this and dissolve this one. Okay. Okay, and now here it starts curving a little bit from here. Maybe not here. We can still delete a little bit more. Yeah, but be careful here. Okay, but here it starts curving. Okay, yes, we can't delete further. Okay, that's done. And now for this, we also have this right here. We might need to optimize every other like that. Like this, Control X to dissolve. Yeah, that's fine. And now every other in here. These ones, we don't really. Yeah, we need this one though. Yeah, just try to get rid of as many edges as possible without making it change too much. Without changing the shape too much. Like right here, we can just dissolve these things in here. Dissolve every other line in here, and now just duplicate everything to the other side. Just Alt X. Okay, again, the symmetrize doesn't work. Okay, why are you not working? Okay, it worked finally. Let me just quickly save the file and reload it so we don't see that thing. Those errors. Okay, file, open, boom. There we go. And here we have some stuff going on. It's picking, so the bevel is picking those edges up, so just increase the angle at which it starts picking up. That's fine. Yep. And then here we have some issues in here. Just try and joining these. Yep, that's fine. This edge, I'm not sure if we need it. We don't. Yeah, just delete it. Dissolve this one as well. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now that's way lower polygon count. That's good. And now for this bevel, reduce segments to 1. This right here, very important. That's very, very important. So important that at the end we are going to go through all the meshes again and just double check that all of those are set to 1. If you don't do that, you're going to get a lot of issues with UV unwrapping, and you're going to get a lot of issues with map baking and just texture painting. So make sure to select this to 1. Okay, now that's fine, and that's it. This part is optimized, done. We can just hide it and move on to the other part. So this part. So the last part was quite difficult. Okay, so this one, we can just go ahead and just select this and press F to fill this, Control plus F to fill this, because we're going to bake in that part. And for this, again, bevel set to 1, very important. We might need to select every other like this, and then just again select edge loops and Control X. But this, maybe we could do this, just increase the angle. I mean, yeah, wait a second. Why is it not working? Okay, so it's beveling everything. You need to increase the angle which it picks up and just smooth it. But is this fine? Nah, actually, let's just go back. It's a little bit too faceted right now. This is better right here. Okay, there is not much optimization that we can do with this part, so just making sure that segments are 0, H to hide it, and let's move to the other part. Let's move on to this part. This part right here, just select all the way around, and then just select edge loops, Control X to dissolve them. Do the same thing in here, select every other. So now be careful. If you end up selecting this one, usually select the other one, because if you dissolve this one, look what happens. Well, it's not that okay, not this one, this one. if you dissolve this one, it's basically going to change. So now this is a plane, and if you delete this one, it's just going to come on, just select it. You see how it just hops? You see how it just changes the flow here too much. You usually don't want to do that. And now here you don't need all these things in here. Just Control X, dissolve. You don't need these things as well. And now select every other edge. So now we don't really want to select this one, but you really got no choice, so you kinda need to do it. Oh, come on, the symmetrize, so annoying. Symmetrize. And now for this, just increase the angle. Make sure to set this to 1 and increase the angle so it stops picking that up. Yep, and now for this part, wait a second. So, okay, so this one is just basically duplicated. Control plus X and faces. You had duplicate parts right here. And then for this part, yeah, so this is not going to be visible. So that's why we deleted the inside like that. And for this thing, let's see, maybe it's normals. Yep, yeah, I see that it's normals. So just delete them. And the shading will look quite well again. Okay, and now, yeah, so now we're kind of digging into another part of optimization where we are going to delete faces which won't be visible. So like this, it's not going to be visible. That's why we deleted that. But that's later. That's another step. So, okay, so this part. Okay. There's really nothing to optimize. Just make sure to set the bevel to 1. And now you see here some issues. So just go in bevel, click 1, click N. Just to reset some stuff. And that's fine right now. Hide this. You can pick this up. This is optimized enough. You can't really optimize it even further. Maybe the only thing that you could do is just slide these to make them a little bit more rounded like that. But now we kind of changed this, so we need to change the same thing on high poly because we're going to get some bad stuff. Just kind of roughly, it's fine. Yeah, so just hide this. Okay, now this blade, we got subdivision on it, so just reduce subdivision. Yeah, leave it to something like this. Apply the subdivision, solidify. Yeah, we can apply it, and then bevel, set it to 1. And then just add hardened normals as well, weighted normals. We're going to add weighted normals to everything basically. But yeah, the same thing for all those 3, or you could just duplicate them. So Shift T, the same one. Okay, we can just do it this way. Just apply everything. It doesn't take that much time. And this one. Sometimes it's just faster doing this than just setting up all the rotations properly and just rotating it. Okay. So there we go. These are done, optimized as well. We can just hide them. Now this part. Okay, I'm going a little bit fast right now because it's already 30 minutes. So we will need to wrap up the episode soon. But yeah, I see that we will have to probably split this into 2 parts. Okay, and this is fine. Just hide this. Okay, yeah. You see, I forgot to reduce segment count. And here, reduce segment count. And again, we get this weird faceting. Just go into bevel mode and just press 1, press N, and that's it. For this one, we can't really optimize this any further. That's fine. this thing reduce the segment count, and again we get this weird thingy, just 1 and n. Okay, that's better. Although I think we can actually, this is a very small part, so we're going to just optimize it even more like that, because it's not visible at all. This part, it's fine, I will leave it as it is. Just again, bevel count, segments are now set to 12, we're going to set it to 1, and then again into bevel mode, 1 and n, 1. And H to hide that, bevel is set to 1 already in here, so hide this. We already optimized this and that. Then this part right here. Okay, so right now these holes that go through the mesh, don't bake those because it will look weird. Just if something is running through the mesh, it's changing silhouette, and just don't try and bake it in. Okay, so for this one, finally, we got some booleans. So okay, how to handle those? So basically, you just go ahead and see what each thing is doing and see if it's worth applying or not. But in this case, I see that we basically need to apply everything, so just Control Sharpen. And then hard ops mirror. Okay, so there is this whole optimization thing again. If you want, you can optimize something by overlapping UVs, but that's for another video. Let's just not bother with that because it's just way too much information. Okay, so just for now, the mirror, just apply the mirror, and it's fine. Bevels, set them to 1. And weighted normals is here, but again, go into bevels, press N, 1 and N. I mean, what? Bevel 1 and N. It doesn't work, okay. It's weighted normal for some reason, messing us up. In that case, 1 and N. In that case, yeah, I guess just we don't need the weighted normals in here, it's fine. Can we optimize something in here? Yes, we can. We can optimize this, cut this out, and just dissolve these things in here. Other than that, it's pretty optimized already. Yep, hide this part. We got this thing left in here, and just apply most of the stuff. I feel like we can just go ahead and make it a little bit more faceted. Just make sure to apply the mirror, set segments to 1, and increase this so it stops picking up the sides. That's fine. And now for this one, apply the booleans, and then segments to 1. I'm just doing this basically, it's the same process, but I'm just showing it to you so that you could follow it, see more examples. Hide it. Let's pick up this part. Okay, so this part has a lot of edges in here, and we don't need them, so just dissolve them. And then again, this whole loop in here, bevel set to 1, done. This part right here. Okay, so here it looks like we could optimize some stuff, but I'm not sure if we will be able to. Because this is a little bit trickier part. It holds a lot of weird shading together. Edge loops, dissolve those. Okay, I guess, yeah. This, we can see here some weird stuff. Yeah. We can see some weird stuff in here right now. I guess we can just select these things and just optimize them. Yeah, just delete every other edge. Okay, it's creating too much bad stuff. We can just leave it at this actually. Maybe if you really wanted, you could optimize it a little bit further. But for now, we're just going to delete this, maybe. This edge in there. Which one we deleted? This one, okay. This one right here. Okay, now the bottom can be optimized for sure. Yeah. That's it. And it won't even really be visible. So we'll be able to just delete it. But that's later. For now, we're just optimizing individual parts as the first step of optimization. This set to 1, mirror applied. And now again, we get this weird faceting. Just delete weighted normals and that's fine. Okay, now these buttons right here. Okay, we got an array modifier. We can optimize them further. Set bevel to 1, increase the angle. Apply the array in this case as well. And N for the beveling. Increase this even more. Oh wow, this thing here. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We don't need to optimize it this far. Just like this, and apply this thing. Oops. And then just Q and oh shoot, I changed the bevel. Okay, be careful not to change the bevel. That's fine. Just bevels to 1 segment. Yep. And now this part, select all these things. Like I said, we are going to bake those things in. So just select these, Control plus, and then just F, and then Control X. Can we do that? Nope. We need to actually use the knife tool and kind of join everything together. Okay, we don't need this really. Okay. Okay, just like that. And that's fine. Now I'm thinking, can we just simply dissolve that thing? Ah, come on. Yeah, almost. We'll still need to join these parts like this. Dissolve this thing. And now I think just duplicate the other side. Just in case I'm going to save it once more. If my machine tool starts acting up. No, it's fine. Now it worked perfectly. Okay. Maybe we can dissolve this one from the center. Okay. Some weird stuff going on in here. Okay, what? Just repair this part. Okay, do we have... Okay, so bevels are set to 3. Reduce them. No custom normals. That's fine. Dissolve this thing in here. Let's try adding weighted normals. Maybe it will make this part a bit better. There is a way to make this absolutely fully clear. It's actually fine. I mean, you could just go ahead and optimize everything by just joining stuff like this in here. I guess we can do that a little bit. Something like this, but it's still not much better. It's fine. Just leave it at that. Okay. And now the whole thing gets very dense actually. So if it's really dense like it is right here, you can try using just simply modifier. So if we go right here, and if we select decimate, we put it above bevel, and just try reducing this ratio. Until you get some decent looking results. Okay, you can try using unsubdivide as well. Okay, nothing. Okay, then I guess this one. We need to use this one. Okay, you can press Alt V and just enable wireframe to see how it looks when you optimize. Okay, so something like this doesn't look that bad actually. Okay, and just apply it. Okay, so the geometry right now is a mess, but we are going to transfer normals from the other mesh, so it doesn't really matter actually. And for this one, I think we used here weighted normals. Yep, we did. So we're getting some weird results in here. We need to go ahead and reduce the bevel weight of this, and then this. Just kind of recreate the bevel. Okay, we just need to select it manually, I guess, in here. And set bevel weight to something like 1. Okay, yeah, that makes it better. And then for the center in here, there's not really much you can do about this part. Yeah, just leave it at that. And maybe try adding weighted normals. Yeah, weighted normals, they help a lot. And then for this one, again, increase the bevel weight like this. And that's that. You see, it's holding. You don't see that many shading issues. It's fine. You see some in here, some here, but it will be good. Okay, so there we go. Unhide this. I mean, exit this, and that was the last part right here, last piece. And look at that. Tries 11,000. And we are going to optimize it even further in the next episode. But yeah, that's 6 times basically, almost 6 times optimized. 6 times less. Okay, yeah. So in the next episode, I'm going to show you another step, and that's basically deleting faces which won't be seen anyways. So something like this in here, something like this face, it will not be seen. You can just go ahead and delete it, you see? No one will ever see it. It will be hidden. Although, actually, it will be visible. Oh yeah, it's a bad example. Now I just realized that actually this thing will be a see-through because it will be just net, so that's important. Let me show you another example. This one right here. So did this thing at the bottom here. You could just go ahead and delete all of the faces and then Alt H, you see? It goes into that part, it's not visible. That's why we can just get away by deleting it. Okay, but for now, that's it for now. For now, we optimize this much. Okay, so I hope you got to this part. You don't need to watch the full video like this of me optimizing for like 45 minutes. You get the idea how it should be done. So yeah, if you like the course, subscribe, give it a like, comment if you are not sure about something, if you need help with something. And yeah, I'll see you in episode 9. See ya, guys.